What's going on, guys? Fallen from OTB here, and we've got the win streak still going here, ladies and gentlemen, up to the big 48 here right now, and looking just absolutely awesome as we've been having some tougher wars here as of late, and this is good. This is allowing us to test our true strength, and so we had a couple close ones here, and this is going to be kind of a Go Vaho theme video, since it seems to be so popular right now. We're going to take advantage of these great attacks and show you some really cool things that you can do with Go Vaho on, in particular, these anti-3-star base designs. So we're going to this war. This war was against a clan of absolute modders. These guys have used over 200 attacks on us. We caught them live here in the video before, doing one of those particular attacks called ghost attacking, and I promised I would show a video if we did beat these guys. So we were going for the perfect war because we knew we had to come close. So the next closest thing we did was come extremely close, some ridiculous high percentage. I think we missed 2 bases total, just that damn close. So anyways, here we have a few attacks to show. We're going to jump down to number 5. And show these guys that you can get a 3-star the first time and you don't have to restart. So anyway, Schlongdinger, absolutely phenomenal attacker right here, using the utmost strategy and excelling in that. And so he's coming in 2 Golem Strong here. Perfect entry point for the Go Vaho theme. As you can tell, you know, the theme is to bring at least 1 jump or a second jump if you're going to be doing some traveling. So as that jump goes up there at about 3 o'clock, that's a wonderful place to put down that heal as well. Get everything in nice and early. There is going to be damage coming down now, and the heal's going to be beneficial. And without thinking, you just get up that second heal right there. So things are moving nice and slow. Nothing is there to kill the Lava Hound, and that's a wonderful thing. The goal is to keep that thing alive throughout this attack. So the Velks have reached core here. They're doing wonderful. King is still doing good on health, still has his Iron Fist ability. Queen just goes down, and now with that second jump, you're able to get a major benefit with everything right there, as those Velks are able to clean stuff up, and he had Hogs going the whole time here, just as everything was moving. And I think this was more of an attack to really focus on the strength of what Velks can do and how far they can make it if you are to path them correctly. So you'll see on these anti-3-star designs, as we speed up here, you'll see on these designs as the defenses are more spread out. That's the purpose of it. Well, now that you know, the Velks are as strong as they are, it almost doesn't even matter if the goal is to put them between 2 structures as it did before. You kind of consider the whole base as a big wide open space, so you're taking it corridor at a time. That was an awesome attack right there. And we're going to move on here nice and quickly to number 8. This is Abo, Abominatius, and this guy's ready to just open it up here on this base. And, of course, he's got, you know, the amount of Hogs that you're going to want to bring is relative to how far you anticipate your kill squad of Velks going. So in this particular attack, he's starting bottom here, and the purpose, once again, here is to not give in and come in exactly where the base design told you to come in. He's going to find a way to get an awesome jump up right here and get a major benefit out of all these core compartments here, leading right up to Queen. So though he does have Queen, he anticipates killing this Hound. That heal goes right up all over the DPS coming in on him, especially with that King in there and that Wiz Tower. King's going to jump and take out the Queen early. He's also going to get kind of ripped up pretty hard right here, but he's already started his Hogs on the outside where nothing is going to be able to pick them off. And he's got Velks moving, and he's got Hogs moving kind of beside them, and wrapping around the base as things move forward. So he does get up that haste spell to get things moving here, get those Hogs in and out of that danger zone so they can keep up with the amount of tanking that the main kill squad is doing, as it's still making it across. It has literally gone across the whole base. Those golems are very healthy. He got a major benefit for both the Hogs and the golems. Got everything inside that heal right there. And as those other little skeletons go down, I mean, this is just nothing short of a rape bus right here. We got the full force coming in. The damage has been done. We have still have a few Velks alive right here that are more than enough to get the job done for this particular base. And save the TH for last because we're going in, we're getting it done. Really nice job there, Abo. That was a fun attack too. It's just cool to see what these kill squads can do. As we check out Danny Blubber here, this was my favorite attack because this is just kind of another base that you can kind of get screwed up on. Definitely an anti-3-star design. The bombs might be a little predictable, so you have to make a plan for how predictable they're going to be. So you have to find out how you want to come in at that queen. The queen will pick off your hogs, and if you don't get a jump directly to her, she's going to be able to pick off a lot more than that. Velks or royalty or golems or whatever else is going to be coming in there. So here's a nice little entry point. That is just because things are able to move forward right here, and nothing is being necessarily cut off. None of the DPS is going to be hit here when they don't need to be. So he's got to poison over that CC. A lot of stuff there. That heal does need to go down right in that perfect spot, as now it's up to the queen to be able to pick this stuff off. And, it's really moving slow because there's a lot of structures here. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to pound through if you're a Velk. But he's got his royalty looking very, very good. Now keep in mind he's very heavy on the top side of this base right now. That's where he's feeding in a good portion of his hogs. And as things are moving forward and tanking a little bit more, he's feeding hogs in. And the coolest part is how he does save a few for this left side here. I mean, he still has 11. These hogs are slow rolling. This is kind of the OTB method right here. Slow rolling hogs is very important. Finally, that bomb takes out the king. But here's that back end hog situation right here. And, in theory of the whole cut, that the base was kind of sliced in half right there. Now that allows these hogs to move rather uninterrupted here across the bottom. And with that final heal is just a backup plan, saying that, that we've got enough cleanup, enough hogs to do the trick. You're always going to lose a few to spring traps here and there, but, this is no threat at this point. This base is dead, and that's a phenomenal attack here. He had a good war here with his 2 accounts. Just a stellar job, man. That's exactly what you want to be doing. Just getting it done here on this cheating clan. Boy, it is nice to see. That was number 9. We're going to jump down to 13, Lord Dragon. This guy, Lord Dragon, I chose him because he definitely used a lot of ghost attacks as well. So this was, I believe, the 2nd time hitting his base. So, this time it took 2. But the guys did it all fair. So it's only fair in war. And so we have our 2 golems here starting bottom. And that's a really nice jump right there. That's going to be able to get things pushing core with very minimal troop space, needing breakers to get in there. You just got to really be careful of how you're funneling. And at this point, everything's funneling exactly where you'd want it to be. With that heal spell up and also that haste over there, keep in mind that he didn't want to use a rage right there because he was saving that 2nd jump. That was essential. So he pushes it forward with haste, and look what has happened to this base as the golems are pushing forward a little bit more. It has been sliced in half, and the Velks are already pushing 12 o'clock right there. The bombs kind of get through. Everything's fine. Royalty's up, looking just glorious right now. The bombs have been tripped, and there's no hogs that are in danger here. He's out of heals, but the damage is more than done here as a couple surgical hogs take out that 3 o'clock area, and then they finally press on to that 9 o'clock area as well. There, just a couple are able to get in there and take it all out. This is the kind of attack that is so nice to see, as the kill squad is swinging in on an anti-3-star design, so the defenses are very spread, and he literally just cut this thing in half. Made this thing half of a base instantly, and was able to just feed hogs. The most important thing when you're going to feed in hogs with your kill squad is timing. It's going to be to make sure things are being tanked, as hogs are moving in. Hogs are rather fragile, but they can go so far of a distance if you just simply get them to work their magic and get in there uninterrupted. As soon as something locks onto golems, I mean, that's essentially the time. Now that Velks have more HP and they're under heals and stuff, they're going to buy a lot more time as well for you to be able to get the hogs in just fine. We're going to show one last attack because this is something that we don't see too often. You know, in fact, I haven't seen this and called it a 3-star strat in a long time, but it is how you perform it. So we're going to go over here. Number 7 by Schlong. We're going to show him. And so what he's got here is, I mean, the Stone Goho is known as, you know, the three golems, essentially. So what he's doing here is he's bringing 4 golems and just wizards. Instead of risking either using Velks that are going to run up ahead, or, you know, witches, which are no longer as useful as we wish they were. So look where these golems have spread out. Each one has taken its own spot, and the royalty's going to come in up top right here because he's going to have to get that second jump right there. So this is a 2-jump kill squad. That's something to be proud of for sure. With that second jump, he's able to catch up to where the royalty is going to be. That golem gets out in front, even though he's pretty damaged up right now. But the king is still full health with the ability. He's going to be enough to do the job right here. And the wizards are just following it up. They're taking out some big, heavy stuff as the golems are tanking. And then we have a nice hog squad down here under a haste. The haste is a beautiful touch that allows you to take out a few of those defenses. You're literally saving hogs just by getting their speed up. And then, of course, he's using that heal, but he's using the heal to lead the hogs, and not just in a regular way. He's leading out of where... you know, you don't want to put a heal right over the top of the haste. That's just going to push things out and be inefficient on using your heal and, you know, to its full duration. And those hogs have just worked their way across. And Schlong is more of a fan of keeping his hogs together a little bit more. He's not much of a surgical fan. And even though this looked close, I don't know how else to put this. It looked close, but the tanking was there 100% of the time, and there literally was no threat to, you know, at least having a queen alive is enough to almost clean up a good, you know, most of the base alone. And a lot of these style, like these Goho style attacks, are not going to be able to survive long enough to make it through the core and then participate in the cleanup. It's usually just a couple extra wizards around the outside and you know, whatever hogs are left. That's just about it. But he had just enough tanking, a couple of those golems still up, or one and then some golemites. That's totally fine because he brought this base home like an absolute champion. Gotta respect that. Must respect that big time. Wonderful job. Very good. I'm excited to see some more styles of this. And let's see here. And since we're here, I didn't even mean to do this. So I tried to learn that from Schlong. And what I tried is, so this is a 9.5 base that I was hitting. Now I'm a TH10, of course, with the gold shit all over the place right there. So what I did is I took his strategy and I changed it. Well, not necessarily changed it, but I kind of turned it into my own style at the same time because I enjoy stealing people's attacks and calling it my own. No, that's not why. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go, you know, 3 golems more so pushing the top, and I wanted 1 more max golem for that little area right there where I didn't want to send hogs into risk going over bombs and stuff like that, and all the wizards to back it up. These are some really strong wizards. I actually might have even used a little too many, a few too many. I could have done something else with it, but that's, you know, 2 jumps as well, so you're covering ground. Those wizards are still alive with no threat. Now, against a TH10, with Infernos and things like that, you can't risk wizards getting out in front. They get fried up by the Infernos, but this is allowing the golems to lead and tank for everyone. So most of the damage is happening up top right now as King does get a little bit outside. Royalty does pass up those golems that are stuck banging away on the Expo. At least something is sitting there killing the Expo. That's the most important thing. And the Hogs have literally just worked their way around with the haste and just doing a little bit of back-end work right here. As everything happens, that's a heal to pretty much secure the cleanup and make sure that no crazy shit will go down. I really like this attack. You know, when hitting a 9.5, you're going to get extra traps. So what I do as a TH10 is I'm trying to hit, you know, any TH9 or whatever is pretty much going to get overpowered by La Lune. La Lune is probably the strongest attack for a TH10 to aim lower. Just because that extra troop space is just going to make it so you can have it any way that you want to and adjust your comp without having to feel, you know, uncomfortable or whatever. When you're hitting a 9.5, you're going to be dealing with a lot of the traps that are upgraded. And that could be things like Teslas even as well, or just like the black bombs. So, and with an extra black bomb, that can definitely easily eliminate 2 hounds. You know, even maxed hounds you can eliminate very, very quickly. Also, bombs have a bigger radius and, of course, do a little more damage. So, so you're going to want to bring something with a really strong core tank to it, and especially using those heroes, being maxed heroes to their full potential, you know. So, anyways, that was, I didn't plan on showing that, but I just thought I'd take Schlong's concept and somehow claim it in a really weird, awkward way. Anyways, this is what's going on right now. We got a nice war coming up here as well. We have a warlock where we're just coming to the point where we're down to our last loss, so we got to win 2 more wars to get past this this red blip here at the very bottom, which wouldn't be there if the fair play would be had. Anyways, we'll get past that. Guys, this is awesome. We got a nice streak going right now. I think we're somewhere around top 10 in the U.S. For wins, or war wins, or sorry, the war win streak. I think number 1 in the world is at like 59 right now, so maybe 60 they just got to. So we're in the running, boys, and we're coming. And we're coming for you. So be ready for some crazy shit going down here in the near future, guys. Thanks so much for watching the vids, and I think it's time to get in some raiding. Alright, boys, this is Fallen from OTB, signing off.